right into Spider-Man Brand New Day. So, boy, this past week we got a couple of updates. First and foremost, there's a casting out there, and they're casting the villain Tarantula, which okay, all right. And then
Of all
they're
people.
looking at, yeah, of all people, Tarantula. And then on top of this, we get the news they're looking at Nicole Kidman for a man, like a male counterpart, female main lead. And you're like, okay, Nicole Kidman, fine, like great, cool. And then we get an update. It's like also like the Hulk is in this film now. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is in this film,
Is he
and
actually though?
that's what all the reports are saying. And
Mm.
nobody's like debunked it or anything. And it's sounding like this film is going to be. I mean, look, it's sounding like we're just getting another Avengers level film, and it's their way to not do a multiverse film. They're like, look, Sony, we can't do another multiverse, but what if we just toss a bunch of Avengers in here?
But what if it is a multiverse movie?
I mean, maybe it could.
Because they could
I
still
mean,
delay it so it comes out between the Avengers movies, right?
yeah, yeah, they could. They got that July of that year spot, and look, they delayed like two Avengers films. So it's like, what would they release next year? Nothing? Maybe. I mean, it could be ballsy. I don't know, but Spider-Man is sounding a little bloated at this point. Like 5
I mean, yeah, it's
villains.
got like 5 villains, yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the Hulk now, and
I mean, with the Hulk, I'm okay with it if he actually is in there. Because if you look at all the other like supporting MCU characters they've never had a huge role.
mhm,
Like Doctor
yeah,
Strange was in it a fair amount, but he wasn't in it a lot.
right.
I'm kind of expecting that sort of a level of role, but
Yeah. It's
why Hulk could be there, I don't know.
so like I was trying to figure this out, just kind of like in my head, trying to figure out why you put the Hulk in here. And my guess is Bruce Banner obviously knows of Spider-Man. He doesn't know Peter Parker.
Mm,
I'm gonna
mm,
guess we're gonna have Bruce teaching a seminar or something at like Horizon Labs, and Peter is gonna be a student,
mm,
and the
mm.
two are gonna get closer. And then, by all accounts, the plot detail that seemingly leaked was some sort of gamma bomb or something sets the Hulk on a path of destruction. So he goes Savage Hulk. So I, I know,
This is
Mitch.
the third movie in a row we've had the Gamma Bomb. not even the third movie. It was Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to be the Mad Bomb.
Yep.
Brave New World was supposed to be a Gamma Bomb. Now Spider-Man's a Gamma Bomb. This is just people wanting the Hulk.
And don't forget, Gamma Bomb was also supposed to be in Thunderbolts because they were gonna reveal
Yeah.
that John Walker was Blue Hulk. He was A
Mm,
Bomb.
mm,
So
mm,
they're finally
mm.
gonna do it with this one. I
Yeah,
get it.
finally.
Like,
Yeah, definitely gonna do it.
like
100%.
I get it. Why you want to set up Hulk as a savage beast
Mm.
again in a film like this, especially where Sony's gonna flip a part of the bill, and the Hulk doesn't have his own franchise. So this is the way you do it in. But
But then there's Secret Wars, right? You could just whack it in there.
yeah.
You
Uh-huh.
haven't even got to explain why. It's just like, cool, it's
Right.
Secret Wars. Everything's different now.
And also, there's rumors that since Spider-Man is still allegedly coming out next July, that the following July, that July 26th of 27 release date, or yeah, of 27 release date, that film might be the World War Hulk multiverse film. Which, if it's
Of
Spider-Man, and
course.
then at the end of that they establish World War Hulk multiverse, okay, like
If
sure,
that's the route they're actually going, then yeah, fine. No,
yeah,
that's one way of doing it. We've had World War Hulk movie rumors for 15 years. If it's gonna happen, obviously it's gonna happen, but
right.
I remain skeptical.
I That's exactly where I'm at. Like, I just don't know.
Mm. Also, it's such a random place to have it. Why do World War Hulk in the middle of Secret Wars?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Exactly. That's why. it makes me ask questions that I'm not sure I want answers to, because it's like, then what does this film become? What happens with this entire thing? You know, like, yeah.
Also, can they even do a World War Hulk movie?
I think they can.
Oh well, with him,
I mean,
sure. Yeah.
What if it's? I mean, they say they can, right? So technically, maybe they can. What if it's like they're messing with us, and it's not going to be like a proper World War Hulk again? Because if they don't have the entire rights, so watch like the follow-up be like Spider-Man and the World, or like Wolverine versus World War Hulk or something, just to
yeah.
circumnavigate.
I mean, that'd be one way
law.
of doing it. It's just Wolverine and Hulk. Wolverine versus Hulk, or V Hulk, because that's how we do it.
Yeah. Yep. Man.
Dawn of Gamma.
Dawn. Everything now associated with Dawn either goes back to Justice League or the Seven, which, to be told, they're both kind of the same understanding of the superhero genre.
What was that one BVS title? The King Dead? Was that Aquaman?
That was Aquaman too. Yeah, the King Dead.
Yeah. The Hulk Dead, or Gamma Hulk Dead. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't want to get too bogged down, and I'm worried about Spider-Man, but a part of me is like, partially yes, partially no. I don't.
I say it'd be interesting, because Spider-Man and the Hulk have an interesting dynamic, and especially the size-wise, you could do some really cool action stuff with that. But
well, I looked at like what they could potentially do, and there is that comic where like Spidey gets infused with Gamma as well, and then he becomes Spider Hulk. I'm like, oh, Sony can't resist doing that, and Hot Toys can't either. You know, like,
no, I'll say the Hot Toys would be crazy for that one.
Yeah. They know what they got.
So yeah, it's if it happens, cool. I'll have no objections against it. It just sounds really weird currently. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Seems a bit directionless. Like, we have to have a Hulk somewhere.
Yeah, shove him into something. Get Mark Ruffalo off the streets. He's being too political, for the love of God.
God bless Mark Ruffalo.
I'm convinced it's him and Tatiana Maslany being such big social warriors online, that they're like, we just need to shove them anywhere to get them off the internet.
Pretty much, yeah.
So again, stay tuned for more Spider-Man stuff. We seem to be getting updates every single week. Inevitably, by July, when they start production, we're going to have way more details and official stuff. So stay tuned. And
well, you know why we're hearing a lot, don't you? We're hearing a lot of quotes. It's the end of the month.
Oh, man, it is. It's the 30th. Oh, man.
It's all just rent tweets. That's all it is. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I guess this podcast drops at the beginning of the month, so we didn't capitalize on the rent tweet. Damn. Time to drop it a day early on the 31st.
Members get it today, YouTube tomorrow.
There you go. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.